Cooper MMA. I'm Mark Gilston. This is my friend Justin McCready. He is a very fine sambo player as well as a black belt in Judo, and he's going to help me. We're going to do a follow-up video on throwing without a gi. Primarily Judo throws, but there may be some non-Judo throws as well. And in the first video, I discussed collar and elbow grip. But if you're dealing with somebody who's a little more experienced, particularly somebody with a wrestling background, an underhook grip is a stronger, more effective way to deal with no gi. So if I'm gonna try and get an underhook, the first thing is I have to make sure that I am compromising his shoulder. If I just try and grab him here, he's gonna whizzer me and I'm in big trouble. And when I say whizzer, he is just bringing his shoulder and arm forward and I'm totally compromised. My arm is now a liability. So in order to counter that, I want my arm high. I like to grab his trap to give myself a little extra leverage here. Now, if he does nothing, I can go over the top and bring him straight down. If he tries to back out of this to get away from it, then I'm locking his elbow straight here. And in this position, I can either bring him down or I can finish with a straight arm lock. So the idea behind this is I want the elbow straight and I'm straightening out his arm. So as long as he keeps his elbow bent, that's not going to happen, but I'm still totally compromising his shoulder. My favorite throw in this position is Ko Sotogari. So notice that he's leaning forward. He doesn't like leaning forward. He's going to try and straighten up. That gives me the opportunity to catch his leg. If I get a far grip in addition to this, now I can make it even more effective with Yokogake. So once again, I'm bringing him forward. This time when I trip him, I'm going to pull him down, keep my leg up, and now I can immediately go to a side mount. So we're usually going to be fighting for some kind of a grip here. He doesn't want me to have his arm, but I can consistently attack the leg, right? As soon as he comes back, I have it. So he's aware of that. He's going to take his leg out of the way. All right. From this position, if I have his arm, I'm going to go and block in front of his leg. Notice that my knee is bent, my heel is off the ground. I pull, I snap my leg, and we have Tai Otoshi. So here he steps back, across, and down. If I lose the arm fight, Uchimata. The fact that he's pulling his arm out of the way off balances him. So I come here, he steps out, but he's leaning all the way forward. I want to bring this foot back, scoop up under his leg, and lift. So we're going through this fight. He steps around, but this time he's too far. I can't get Uchimata. I can't get Tai Otoshi. I'm going to bring my foot directly across the front of him. I'm going to catch him with this leg, use this to bring him back over my shoulder. This is a variation on Yoko Otoshi, the side drop. Everything is too far. This time, instead of going away from me, he comes towards me to attack. Let's try that in a little slow motion. So he comes into me to attack. Okay, I'm going to drop and arch. This is a reversed ukiwaza. All right, so these are an attack sequence all coming out of Kosotogari. If you have somebody who is experienced wrestling, and so they're coming in low here, all right, this is a very good opportunity for ukiwaza. This is very much almost like out of the Judo kata. So as soon as they tend to be low, pushing forward, using their heads. What you want to do is really go forwards with the far leg and come under. And I'm going to lift under his arm and with my high underhook. Right, by holding on to the arm, I will go right into Kazuri Keisagatame. Now Justin likes Kouchigari.
Absolutely love Kouchigari. I'm a right-handed player, so usually whenever I get the underhook, I get it on the right side. Instead of playing a high underhook, I play a low underhook, but I also head wrestle. I think about myself like a rhino, and I want to put my horn right there behind his ear, right there, because I don't want him to be able to face me, and I also don't want him to be able to keep good posture. This is what I want. If you look at him, he can't stand straight, he has to be like this. If I can get him off balance, I can throw him. So I'm going to come in, first thing I'm going to do, pop that foot out, and then I'm going to reap this foot. And the whole time, I'm just driving that way. Mark's already off balance. He already wants to go that way because of my head wrestling. Again, I'm here, pop this out of the way, and reap. That's assuming that I get what I want. But sometimes you don't. If I can control that hand, I'm set up. I like to do Tai Otoshi, but I do it a little bit differently than Mark does. I like some people call it the Travis Stevens Tai Otoshi. Some people call it the Ukrainian Tai Otoshi. I step deep. So basically I'm gonna pop this out. I'm gonna step deep and I'm throwing him this way. Instead of across my leg, I'm throwing him across my hip, parallel to my leg. Again, pop it this way, step through. If you really want to make a bit of a smack, follow them down and pancake them. It's an experience you will not soon forget whenever a 300-pound man does it to you. Now, if I can't get them going forward, I can take them back, but I prefer to do a thing called the valley drop. It's the Tai Otoshi. So if I get to here, and let's say Mark and I have been fighting, and Mark's hips end up in front. I'm gonna step around 90 degrees. Once that happens, I'm gonna drop to my inside hip, which in this case would be my right side. And I'm gonna turn. I'm here, and I'm just gonna turn. Which allows me to go straight into side. I can move into mount. At this point, I wanna make him bounce. If you're training this, be gentle, but whenever you're doing it for real, make sure to leave a mark. That was the Ko-uchi-gari, which is the minor inside reap. We also did the Ukrainian or Travis Stevens Tai Otoshi, which is parallel. And then we did the Tai Otoshi, which is the valley drop. So that was one sideways throw, a forward throw, and a rearward throw.
So there are some strategies for no-gi takedowns, this time using an underhook. If you like the video, please click like and subscribe to our channel, Seriyoku Zenyo. That means maximum efficiency. If you click on the bell, you can get the videos as soon as they're posted. Thank you, Justin.